Our last segment here today on ETBU Extra on the ETB Sports Net at etbsports.com. We're live each Wednesday from noon to 1 p.m. talking Tiger sports. And if you're in the Marshall, Texas area, join us each Wednesday at CC's in Marshall, right there in front of Lowe's. You can come in and enjoy the buffet with us during the lunchtime. $5, which includes the drink, as we broadcast the show each Wednesday from noon to 1. We're now joined by Amber Carver, a member of the Lady Tiger basketball team. She's a senior. She transferred in from Oral Roberts University. She's from Pollock, Texas, which I actually know where that is. You do? Yes, I know exactly where that is, Amber, because I used to work at KTRE Channel 9 in Lufkin, and Central Heights High School is just down the street in that intersection around Highway 7 and Highway 69. So I've driven by your high school many a times. But I'm glad that you found your way to ETBU. But how did you find your way to ETBU? I know you went and played at Oral Roberts, and then you transferred in here your senior year to play for the Tigers.
I started at Oral Roberts. I played there for 2 years. Our head coach actually left, and I was going to stay at Oral Roberts, and then I talked to our new head coach, and it just didn't work out. And I actually transferred to A&M Commerce, and I went there for a semester, and then I figured it didn't work out for me there, and I left. I sat out of school for a semester, and then me and Amanda played AAU ball together, and so she messaged me on Facebook and was like, hey, you want to come here? And I said, yeah.
Well, how neat is it? She's talking about Amanda Rucker, a senior on this year's squad. They played together back in junior high on a select team. How was that help you? Obviously, it helped with the transition coming in, knowing Amanda.
Yes, sir. We played together a couple years together on an AAU team. We knew each other well. We traveled together. I stayed at her house a lot, spent the night with her, stayed in hotel rooms with her, so we were really close when I came in.
Let's talk about the Lady Tiger basketball team this year. What do you like playing about? I mean, you've been played before, so what do you like about playing with these young ladies you play with now?
Oh, gosh, everything. I love every single one of them. We all have a unique relationship with each other. We just click well together. I mean, we just mesh well. It's just a great experience.
Of course, right now the Lady Tigers are looking to keep in that race to make the postseason tournament. Of course, they're 1-4 in conference play, 5-5 on the year. But you've seen some success out there on the team this year. You're leading the team. You're second in scoring. Amanda's first with 19.1. You're 15.7 average. When you're in the game, what's going through your mind as a basketball player about how you can help your team?
I'm just thinking about get the ball, rebound. That I don't care about scoring. All I care about is rebounds. Like, that's the number one thing on my mind is when I'm in the game is rebounds.
Of course, I like it. I call the games, of course, on the ETB Sports Net, and when you get the ball down low, and I like your form of using the glass.
In
other words, getting on the glass because it's a higher percentage shot. Where did you learn how to do that?
Just high school, I guess. I mean, my dad drilled it in my head that the backboard was your friend, so I love using the backboard. It's my friend.
And it's so funny because a lot of times people can't defend her because she is 6'6", folks. She's a head taller than me. And so when the ball goes in down low, you have perfect form getting the shot and turning around and facing the basket and using the glass to go in. It's kind of hard to defend, except when they triple team you.
Oh, gosh.
How do you fight through a triple team?
You really can't fight through it. I mean, if you try, you just have to hope they call a foul, and when they don't, you just have to shake your head and get back on defense.
Let's go back and talk about the game that you had Monday against the University of Mary Hardin Baylor, a game where you led at halftime 36-33, but it kind of got away from you. Coach Howard talked about you being in foul trouble and another player being in foul trouble. It just kind of didn't mesh for y'all in the second half.
Not at all. I thought we played really good together as a team, even though I wasn't in the game. I thought, to me, it proved that we are a good team, whether I'm on the floor or not on the floor. We just had some hiccups at the end that led to our defeat.
Now, of course, coming up against the University of Texas at Dallas, what do you know about a squad you've never played before?
Honestly, I don't know anything about them, and I don't really care. Like, I'm just going to play my game. I'm going to do what I do every game. And whatever happens, happens.
Well, transferring in from Oral Roberts via Texas A&M Commerce, being a senior, what are your future plans after basketball? Have you thought about that?
Yes,
I'm sure your parents have said, hey, didn't think about that. Think about what's happening after you graduate.
I do want to play overseas, wherever will take me. According to Coach Howard, he's had some calls about me to go play in some showcase games, so I'm really excited about that. If that doesn't happen, I want to be a coach.
Be a coach. Good.
Yes,
Go
sir.
back home and coach?
Yes.
To Pollock, Texas,
Yes.
Central Heights High School. It'd be great for you to go back and do that. Visiting with Amber Carver here on ETB Extra. She's a member of the ETB Lady Tiger basketball team. Lady Tiger is currently 5-5 on the year, 1-4 on the year, and a grueling part of their schedule where they've got all these road games. They play on the road Thursday against UT Dallas, and then another road game Saturday against Hardin-Simmons, and then next Tuesday to Louisiana, the Pineville. I asked this question earlier to Jamil when he was our guest. How do you as a player stay fresh during such a long road game schedule right now?
In my experience, sleep and food. I mean, that's all you really can do. I mean, try and sleep on the bus, try and eat when you can. It's just you have to have you have to be mentally tough for that, and it's hard.
What do you like best about being a NCAA student athlete, playing basketball? Did you ever dream of playing basketball in college when you were little?
Oh yes, every day of my life. From the first time I played basketball, I thought I was going to do this for the rest of my life. And it's the best feeling in the world. Like, there's one point in time in my life that I didn't think I was going to be able to play basketball again, and I am, and I'm just so grateful for it.
You've had to battle through some injuries, right?
Oh, yes, tons of injuries. I'm not the youngest player on the team, that's for sure. And I tore my ACL last year unexpectedly during an intramural game. And just since then, I've had a lot of problems with my knees, and then I rolled my ankle really bad in California, and I've just had to battle through a lot this year, and I mean, I think it's just made me a better person and stronger.
I was going to ask you, what does an athlete learn as they battle through an injury?
It really humbles you a lot. It shows you that how hard it is to play that sport and how dangerous it can be sometimes. When I tore my ACL, all I was doing was driving to the basket. It was just a simple move that I've done every day of my life, and it didn't work out that time. And it just shows you how fast you can go down, and then also how quick you can recover from something like that.
Visiting with Amber Carver, what's ahead for the Lady Tigers? I know some goals have been set at the beginning of the season. What are some of the goals that y'all have right before you that you want to get to?
We definitely want to get to the conference tournament. Hopefully win the conference tournament and get to the national championship. I mean, that's my goals. Hopefully that's everybody else's goals.
I have a feeling it is.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, Amber, calling Tiger basketball, I love it when you get the ball down low and I say she's got the ball down low, she turned it off the glass, it's good. So I hope we can continue to call that to the rest of the season. Have a great spring semester, and thank you for your time today here on ETB
Thank
Extra.
you so much.
All right, been visiting with Amber Carver, member of the Lady Tiger basketball team, of course. The Lady Tigers and Tigers in action Thursday as they travel to Richardson to take on the University of Texas at Tyler in another American Southwest Conference game. And then, of course, the Tigers and Lady Tigers on the road Saturday at Hardin-Simmons. Tuesday in Pineville to play Louisiana College. And the next home game for the ETB Tigers and Lady Tigers is not until Thursday, January 15th, when the Tigers host in Ornelas Gym, Sul Ross State University. Ladies tip off at 5:30 on that day, 7:30 tip off for the men on the next home game at Ornelas. Well, that's going to wrap it up today here at CC's Pizza in Marshall, Texas. Thank you for clicking in today or watching the replay on YouTube later as you've tuned in today to talk Tiger basketball on ETBU Extra. Also want to mention some other Tiger news about some sports coming up here this spring semester. Of course, is NCAA track and field for the Tigers and Lady Tigers, and also softball and baseball. They get to start working out, I think, in a couple of weeks, and they'll be looking forward for their first games of the year. And if you're watching the schedule, first softball games of the year is February 13th and 14th as they host Hardin-Simmons. First baseball teams of the year are February 5th through the 7th as they host Chapman. And, of course, the Tigers and Lady Tigers have their first 7 to 8 games of the season all at home on campus of ETBU, so something to look forward to. Well, that's going to wrap it up here today at CC's Pizza for ETB Extra. I'm Mike Midkiff. Thank you for clicking in, and we'll see you next Wednesday at noon right here at CC's in Marshall, Texas. Go Tigers!